Adira is right. It is too soon to cast accusations of heresy. Captain Hardcore Mode, don't be so naive. Theodora kept an unsanctioned witch by her side like a pet. Do you really believe she would think twice about crossing the line in other ways? Walk away from the advice. Yeah, there's too soon. There's no doubt the menacing symbols of her. What a pile of shards. Yeah, it's too soon. Message of Cash on Rykard Minoris. A Harbinger's report. Brother Twilight and his people were unsuccessful. A dangerous enemy foiled his plans. The duty is now upon us, Aurora's followers, to succeed where Twilight has failed. Warmonger's boots. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack, the attack doesn't spend all the wearer's MP.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Oh man, that was horrible. Man. Heavy armor proficiency. Who can do heavy armor? I don't think anybody can here. Oh boy. That was the worst boss. Ugh. No, not the worst. Most annoying, that's for sure. Ugh. Get me out. Get me out!
O Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Do you see that?
Our comrades have got their hands on a guard's boxcaster, and these fools have no clue we can hear all their comms. We know their every move, and we're going to throw them a fine welcome party. Aurora must have no doubts that we'll do whatever it takes to stop them. Okay. And that's about me.
The premonition runs true. Never doubt me.
Know your duty. Operation.
New cloak.
Successful.
Phantom cloak. Grants plus 15% armor against warp damage. Everybody needs that cloak. Because apparently, we're all fucking high right now. So everybody get yourself a cloak right now. Get yourself a cloak right now. Be safe. You are an officer, or which one are you? You're an officer. You're an operative. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I wanted to say,
Let us walk this path to the end.
since the unsanctioned psyker was saying some things that were true. It's too early to tell what she was doing.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Abelard.
Turn that shit off. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's too early to tell. Where did I start the fight off at? I don't know, but it was the worst area to be at. This should have been the area. Right here.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Did I do that? No. Do I hurt everywhere? Yes.
The divine watches over us.
Oh, get me the hell out of here. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that was the worst. So basically, Theodora had a device that was of heretical nature, but we're not sure whether or not she was using it or what basically was going on. I don't want to pass judgment just yet, so I kind of chose in between. You know, anytime you want to take me out to the ball game, get me out of this area, it's up to you. It's cool. Take your time. I was getting my ass whooped all day. You think I can't spare an extra 30 seconds? It's all good in the hood, man. It's all good. But seriously, get me the hell out of here. Okay. Sure. I do my best to live, and now they tell me I can't leave the boss room. Well, that was it? That was...
Know your duty.
That was it? I was expecting something more than that. You gave me a whole loading thing. I have so many wounds on everybody. So many wounds.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Let's go get that loot again.
Attention to detail is the key to
Is
success.
my observance.
Cast your eye there. Duty prevails.
The
Nothing
Emperor
escapes
gave
my
me a
sight.
vision.
I better myself through my service.
There we
Never
go.
doubt me.
Oop. Just why so many here?
Should
Ow.
have been accomplished easily. The Emperor favors me today. I better myself through my service.
Cool.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Okay, now we can figure out what the hell's going on with these folk. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. Some maintain a gloomy silence. Others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly. Come to your senses, Arilid? Errol? That's a horrible name. Look what you're doing to your own family. A woman about 60, gray-haired, but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms toward him. Take pity on us. Let us go. Stop talking and embrace the redemption. Our children have gained true sight, while you still believe the lie. Who are you and why are you here? No, you tell me. Why are you and what are you doing with these unfortunates? I'm the chief. My former name, Harold, is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Harold, spare us. Spare your children. His mind and soul are pierced by shards of colorful deception. Hues once twisted by despair, and the immaterium influence can never be the same again. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teachings that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Man, he's gonna say a whole bunch of big words and I'm not here for it. I am off into La La Land. His face turns deep red. To cast your own children into the thrall to heresy, to draw your own progeny to this fate with your own hands. You have been torturing your own family in order to save them. You have been blinding them so that they could see the truth. Those who lack faith cannot grasp the truth and will not be saved. The old man is obstinate, but you sense the confidence in his voice has diminished. Persuasion, 90%. Logic, 88%. I'm gonna go with logic. Think about it. What good has the final dawn done for anyone at all? Some have died. Some have had their eyes burned out. Some have gone insane. But they said the end was near. They promised us salvation. I wanted nothing else. The man's weapon falls from his hands to the ground. He clutches his head. There's no washing the blood from your hands, but you could at least let us go, Earl. The ones you have mutilated yet. The old man gestures to the other insurgents, who lower their weapons. Then he shifts to the gaze to you. Try to hold back your tears. What happens to us now? Your family will be taken care of. As for you, I condemn you to death. The old man's body falls to the ground. As soon as the hostages see it, they start moving faster and soon disappear around the bend. That one guy's like, I tried to tell him. Stop looking at the pretty colors. Stop looking at that crazy shit.
Out of the ordinary.
And what did he do? Look at the crazy. Is that a bolt pistol? Boy, I know who wants a bolt pistol. Wait, what?
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh, he stepped on a trap? You mean to tell me the 2 traps that were on the ground where everybody was surrounding on the top of the traps, you mean the civilians that were on top of the trap were on the trap? They didn't, you know, activate the trap. But when I walked over that, I activated the trap. Owlcat Games, I'm gonna let you know one thing. That kind of stuff makes me want to go back to Larian Studio games. That kind of stuff, just gonna let you know. I still like you, still love your games, but that's some bullshit. There was a whole bunch of cutscenes going on there, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. The last thing, for example, something crazy happens in Final Fantasy or something like that that's so story driven. The last thing you want is like, oh man, that was a crazy cutscene, and then you walk 3 steps forward from where the cutscene was, and a trap just smacks your character. It makes no sense. You know that's weird. You know you shouldn't have done that. The flamer thing is not her type. It is not her thing. Bolter is where she's at. Like this right here. Yeah, that's her thing right there. We need damage. Ballistic. Up. Up. Persuasion? Where's persuasion at? It's at 45. Okay. I'll let it go for that one. Yes, I do need persuasion up. I'm looking for damage. Well, you want me to put fellowship up again? I need to do damage too. I cannot be like this. I cannot be this person who's not doing damage. I just can't. Yeah, do ballistic damage. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting out of control. There's, and it's not even all the toughness and all this stuff. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Let me give you a summary. This is my character. This is all the effects and conditions. Strength and toughness, got it. Weapon skill and ballistic are reduced down to -20. Yeah, that's really bad. That's why we're missing, obviously. But we've been missing before that fight, before all this. The parry chance is increased by plus 25% with total armor. Desolation. Anything that's involving damage, take it. Wait, is that strength? I looked at strength. I'm taking that strength. Over here talking about like, you want toughness. You need strength. Strength, it's how you physical strong. Also affects your damage and character inflicts on melee. Yeah. I'm tired of looking at all these thumbs up. Destroy the thumbs up. Because you're fucking people up. Of course people will take the thumbs up shit. But I'm done with that. I'm done. Logic. Intelligence, I'll take it. Perception's great. Perception, you'll be doing great with perception. Take more perception. Have fun. By the way, I took more dogmatic stuff. Wonder when the next thing is coming. Alright, what else we got? Unpredictable, soldier gains up 3+ agility bonus, percentage crit chance. This bonus is doubled against enemies with soldiers protected by the cover. Fired up. The soldier deals damage. Critical damage. I like the critical chance. Cover efficiency is increased. Besides cover doing things, healing ally with a medikit in combat restores additional wounds equal to the medikit. I honestly don't even know why you're not taking that. Enough bullets for everyone. The second attack action in the turn deals... Second attack action in a turn? Revel in Slaughter. I don't know that ability. I forgot what that ability is. Oh, this one right here. Bolt weapon attacks gain a 10% armor penetration. Yes. She uses bolter weapons. Bolt weapons or bolter weapons? Yeah, bolter. Yeah, it's bolter. Yeah. Agility, yes. Commerce, that's fine. Willpower, fellowship. Good, easy. Operative. Logic, that's fine. Intelligence or perception? Perception. You need to hit your targets. You need to hit your targets. Like, but we're injured. No excuses. I demand blood. Not...
Never doubt me.
Wee 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 wee. Not... Pew, pew. No. We're doing a really good job at dodging. I can tell you that. Goods.
The Divine watches over us.
Give me that loot, give me that loot, give me that loot.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Command center. We found the command center, finally.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
We did the right thing by destroying
Over
that
there.
one place first.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Where does this leave us to?
Let us walk this path to the end.
I wonder if I can go down there. Where's that loot? Loot, loot, loot. Loot, 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 loot. Books?
Know your duty.
Books are great. We are here at the command center. Let's quick save before we say something stupid in here. And do a whole bunch of talk. I swear if there's a boss fight. If there's a boss fight in here, I'm gonna talk to Owlcat Games and be like, listen, can I make it back to my ship and take off all these injuries? And they're gonna be like, no. I'm gonna uninstall the game. Oh, these are warheads. Drills? Those shells for large caliber weapons. Nope, nope. It is definitely Adeptus Mechanicus Acolyte. Oh, he's blessing the giant weapons. Welcome to the Ricus Minoris Command Center. They're scrabbing around, digging into my skull from the inside. It's like nails dragging down these metal walls. Oh, wrong person. Wrong person. I have to conduct a visual survey of the locale. The bunker's metal cladding is fully intact and undamaged. I was doing the voice for that one dude.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
The tall, dark-skinned man turns towards you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Raikardi, governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. I didn't understand what he just said. The man's gaze falls to Abelard, his eyes slightly narrow. Ursurin. He nods dryly. Governor Bedena, my greetings. Lady Navigator, what an honor. I never thought the House Orsilio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances. Cassia purses her lips, and an echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. House Orsilio is grateful for the support that you have provided to Eric 5 these many years. I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find the escort you? If that, man, I think it's because I'm tired. Let's do that whole sentence over again. Jesus. I'm not seeing the convoy I've sent to you, meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise their punishment will be swift and severe. What curious exchange of pleasantries. Is there some kind of discord between you and Abelard? No, of course not. An old misunderstanding, over a century old by now. It isn't worthy of your time, my lord. The convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor. I personally executed them by me. That is an outrage. I will have the personnel of vetting procured changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valancius. I have received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue traitor? I could say number 3. My esteemed predecessor died at the hands of cultists. May the Emperor incinerate their souls. The governor frowns, but the deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue traitor von Valancius. Slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences. Your lordship, do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. I need a fresh crew to replace those killed in the attack on the ship, and I need material compensation. Of course, your lordship. You'll be compensated for your any losses. And I'll see to it personally that your ship's hold are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Profit factor gained up by 2. Abelard nods in approval and remarks quietly, "Excellent, your lordship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming." Henrix von Calix, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in this system. Do you know where he is? I do. Master von Calix has left for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. It's an ancient monastery at the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity. But I suppose that too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down the shuttles over the city has been destroyed. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Calix, you should go to the cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. On behalf of the Priestess of Mars, I, Magos Hanyomen, am officially initiating my participation in your operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and ensure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained Magos should provide his assistance. I categorically object. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnissiah servants. We have lost many eminent tech priests, incidentally. One of them perished in the same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. You have picked an interesting time to quarrel with the servant of the Omnissiah, Governor. A critical situation calls for decisive action. I simply cannot let every learned tech priest go to their death the moment they hear that the endangered relic. I need people who can do more than praise the Omnissiah to look after the capital and its millions of citizens. Perhaps the esteemed governor is right. I am glad to hear that your lordship supports my decision, esteemed Magos. The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechahydrate. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medine clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to. Do you think this is the first time I have been threatened with a weapon? No. Oh, hold on. No. But this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement. Steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of a bone and the squelching of tearing flesh. I'm heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor mutters through his gritted teeth. Abundantly so, Magos. Why are you so determined to get to the monastery? Is it just because of the relic? It is why I came to this world. I am expected there. Well, it would be my pleasure to assist the Omnissiah's servant in reaching this sanctum. Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship. The drill stops. As compensation for your consideration for my request, I, Magos, Panavuman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykard system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykard system. Interesting. You are Hanuman. Glad you're alive. Oh, wrong person. I did the wrong voice for the wrong person. It's fine. I've been enjoying doing this, by the way. The governor raises his eyebrows and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. Pascal, what is so special about the cenobium and the relic? What is in there that has drawn the attention of an interrogator of the Inquisition? I have never been there before, but I would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in the heretic hands. The fury of the freed machine spirits, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rykard Minoris uninhabitable. Heresy must be purged from these blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer deserving of imminent execution. I have no more questions. Then permit me to ask my question. My name aroused your interest, Governor Medinin. Why? He looks at Pascal with curiosity. According to the reports we've received, Lugus Abel Henneman set off for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Max Van Kalex? Wait, is there a second? Is there a second Pascal? Or is there a family member of his over there? Pascal's voice rasps in confusion. My name is Pascal Hanneman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel governor? I keep on using this thing. I've never met him in person. That esteemed Lugus supervised the work of Rykard Minoris Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true Archeite. Listen, there's a lot of big words in this game, and there's a lot of made-up words. I'm trying my best. Leave me alone. Fuck off. Why did he fly to the monastery? This seems suspicious. When a Lugus of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, your lordship. Where can I get more information on this individual? I would have suggested you inspect the esteemed Lugus Sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to the cogitators at the command posts. They might provide you with some information. That name, I have been used as a signal intelligible only in its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagus Armament. initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. I can hear my friend's Synod whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it. In every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair than the new reflection is deathlike. I see. Glad to be of service, your lordship. Is there anything else I could do for this planet, or in this system while I wait for the end of the revolt? If you'd like a distraction, a smaller and safer uprising to suppress at your leisure, there is a planetoid in my system called Ricard. It has a host of prison colony. Oh, we're going there. We know about this one. Wait, what? Yvain Winterscale went there. He is a relative of my suzerain, the great rogue trader Caligos or Winterscale, the master of this system, and a dozen others. I imagine the young Lord Winterscale is very eager to prove himself to this distinguished kinsman. I see no reason for you not to join him. It's a small planetoid. The prisoners' numbers are few, and they have little in the way of weapons. It's more of a sport for noble lords than a real rebellion. Yvain. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. That's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Yvain Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits in Urok 5 on behalf of his father. The Great Regent would never have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means no matter what happened to the planetoid, we must aid the highborn. My kinsman, Conrad Vitter von Valencius, has betrayed our dynasty and Imperium. If he is hiding in this system, I want him handed over to me. Vigard is a traitor. Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Unnaturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, he pauses and thinks. We have a cogitator here at the By the way, if you're gonna give us some weird fucking words from Warhammer 40k and you let us highlight them, can you please put the Latin version of it so I can say it properly? Cogitator. I'm just gonna say a weird word at this point. I'll think of a weird word here soon. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Conrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. Is that everything? Find out what is going on? What was that X'd out? Powerful warp entity promises the rogue trader might... The powerful warp entity promises the rogue trader might and power if he managed to become the new champion of chaos. Yeah, I don't want that. The game's like, have you become evil yet? Have you become evil yet? Are you doing the evil thing yet? Force access to the computator. Failed. Despite your efforts, the stubborn machine spirits is unwilling. The machine spirits are ill-disposed toward you. Allow me to appease them in the appropriate manner. Pascal leans over to the computator and sets to work. He leans forward and runs his fingers over the keys. The Conqueror's screen blinks and responds with strings of unknown characters. I appeal to the machine spirit to open Logus Abel's personal archives as well. It has accepted my request. You have bypassed the security layers. The Conqueror is ready to reveal its secrets. Go to recent observations. That the ship's signal has been broadcast through the system. Assisted with the records at the flight. Okay, that's nothing. The satellite Zephyria and King reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykard Minoris. Another transmission was directed to the planetoid Rykard Philia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be deciphered. Could be, our man. Go to the sacred compilation. Orders. The archives of every auger station on Rykard Minoris and the two primary satellites of Rykard Star has been queried. Said satellites are named Magos Mafun. Okay. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred auger's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Rykard Minor cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Cable's conclusion: the insurrection on the planet had been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that the 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykard system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Shackles in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their vows. I am registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. A revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logus Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Theros Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. So he's looking for a revelation, a prophecy. A message has been sent to the Furbios system. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furbundus system. It was me, Omnissiah. Grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Go to be investigated. So I didn't get much information on my dude. Profit factor is a measure of your status, wealth, and power as a rogue trader. Its value is determined by your trade connections, income of your holdings, treasury, and loans both to and from you. The value of your profit factor is displayed in the bottom right corner of the inventory screen. While traveling, your character will use profit factor for buying items and completing colonial projects. Profit factor is not spent on purchases and transactions. Instead, its level determines your ability to conclude trade transactions. Profit factor can grow or diminish. Its growth is primarily influenced by major trade deals, and its decrease by investments in the colonial projects. Equipment, weapons, and other items can be found at vendors of various factions throughout the Cronus Expanse. The trade with them, profit factor and reputation are required. Profit factor and reputation. They are not spent on purchases, but their level, one or both at once, affects the range of goods available to you. Wait. Are you saying that if I give you... My profit factor is 14. So if I give you, what, 5 multi-keys? You will give me... Wait. So I'm trading. So I can increase reputation. Oh, this is all too much. Oh, this is all too much. Nope, 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 nope. I'll study that later. My brain is not ready for that. I am done. I am done. I am done. I am tired. Oh my gosh, this game has so much talking and so much mechanics. Oh my gosh, I am going to bed. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I don't know why you're this insane to watch a game that destroys my very brain, but apparently you enjoy it. I enjoy 40K when it makes sense. Gosh damn, there's so many terms. They definitely did this for Warhammer fans. Maybe I'm not there yet, but I'm slowly understanding. But anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I'm going to go to bed, and I hope to see you again. Peace. Take care of yourselves.